Today we're going to talk about a very important topic. I'll also share the main reasons behind it and explain each one. You, or someone close to you, might be feeling this right now. A feeling that no one sees, a weight that no one notices. These things aren't visible from the outside, but deep inside. They slowly eat away at a person's heart and mind. Maybe you've smiled on the outside. Maybe you've laughed with others. But inside, there's a quiet emptiness that never goes away. Keep watching till the end to understand the reasons and learn why this happens and how it affects us more than we realize. Lack of purpose or direction means not knowing what you really want in life or where you are going. Even if you have a job, studies, or responsibilities, you may feel empty inside. People with no clear purpose often feel tired, unmotivated, or bored. Achievements or praise do not make them happy. Decisions feel difficult, and every day can seem repetitive and meaningless. Without purpose, you may also compare yourself to others, feel lost or doubt your own choices. Social interactions and hobbies may feel less enjoyable. Finding purpose helps you understand why you do what you do. Even small goals or actions can feel meaningful when they are connected to something important to you. Lack of purpose is common, and it can make life feel heavy, boring, and directionless. Recognizing it is the first step. Once you start exploring what matters to you and take small steps toward it, life begins to feel more fulfilling. Life without purpose is not about failing. It's about finding what truly matters to you and letting that guide your actions. Social isolation or loneliness is a state where a person feels disconnected from others, even if they are surrounded by family, friends, or colleagues. It is more than being physically alone. It is an emotional emptiness that makes people feel unseen, misunderstood, or unsupported. Over time, this feeling can lead to sadness, lack of motivation, overthinking, stress, anxiety, and even depression. Daily routines start to feel repetitive and meaningless. Hobbies lose their joy, and social interactions may feel shallow or exhausting. Loneliness can occur due to various reasons, such as moving to a new city, working long hours, experiencing past trauma, struggling with trust issues, relying too much on online connections instead of real-life relationships, or going through major life changes like breakups or loss. People experiencing it often withdraw further, avoiding social gatherings or ignoring opportunities to connect, which only deepens the sense of isolation. Recognizing loneliness is the first step toward change, and gradually taking small steps, such as reaching out to a friend, joining community activities, spending quality time with others, or seeking support from someone trustworthy, can rebuild meaningful connections. While loneliness is challenging, understanding it as a signal from your mind rather than a personal flaw allows you to address it and slowly recover a sense of belonging. Emotional stability and fulfillment in life. Comparison with others is a common reason why people feel unhappy, insecure, or stuck in life. It happens when you measure your achievements, appearance, lifestyle, or success against someone else's, rather than focusing on your own progress. This constant comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and self-doubt, even if you are doing well in your own life. Social media often worsens this by showing curated highlights of other people's lives, making it easy to believe that everyone else is doing better or living a more successful life. Over time, this mindset reduces self-esteem, creates unnecessary stress, and can prevent personal growth because you are too focused on others instead of improving yourself. People may start ignoring their own strengths and accomplishments, feeling like nothing they do is enough. Recognizing that every person's journey is unique and that success and happiness are personal is the first step to breaking free from this harmful habit. By shifting focus to self-improvement, setting personal goals, and appreciating your own progress, you can reduce the negative effects of comparison and cultivate a healthier, more confident mindset that allows you to grow at your own pace. Unresolved trauma or past pain refers to emotional wounds or difficult experiences from the past that have not been fully processed or healed, yet continue to affect a person's present life. These can include childhood experiences, broken relationships, loss, abuse, or any situation that caused deep emotional hurt. When trauma is left unaddressed, it can lead to recurring negative thoughts, anxiety, fear, trust issues, and difficulties in forming healthy relationships. People may carry guilt, shame, or anger from past events, often without realizing how much it influences their daily choices, behaviors, and emotions. This unresolved pain can make it hard to feel happy or fully present, and can create a constant inner tension as the mind keeps replaying old memories or regrets. Often individuals try to distract themselves with work, hobbies, or social. Mental health issues refer to conditions that affect a person's thoughts, emotions, and behavior, and they can significantly impact daily life, relationships, and overall well-being. These issues include anxiety, depression, stress, bipolar disorder, and other psychological challenges. When someone struggles with mental health, even ordinary tasks can feel overwhelming. Motivation can decrease, and social interactions may become difficult. Mental health problems are often invisible, so others may not notice the struggle, but internally the person can feel exhausted, disconnected, or hopeless. These issues can also amplify feelings of loneliness, self-doubt, and emotional pain, making it harder to cope with everyday challenges. Recognizing mental health challenges, seeking support through therapy, counseling, or talking to trusted people, and practicing self-care are essential steps in managing these conditions and improving emotional resilience and quality of life. Lack of self-acceptance occurs when a person struggles to fully embrace who they are, including their strengths, weaknesses, appearance, personality, and life choices. People with low self-acceptance often criticize themselves harshly, compare themselves to others, and feel they are never good enough. This constant self-judgment can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, anxiety, and even depression. It affects decision-making, personal growth, and relationships, because the person may fear failure, rejection, or not meeting others' expectations. When someone cannot accept themselves, they are more likely to seek external validation or try to change themselves to fit standards that don't align with their true identity. Over time, this creates emotional exhaustion and dissatisfaction with life. Cultivating self-acceptance means recognizing your value, embracing imperfections, and being compassionate toward yourself, which builds confidence, resilience, and a healthier mindset for personal growth and happiness. Routine and monotony refer to the feeling of being stuck in repetitive, predictable patterns in daily life, which can lead to boredom, lack of motivation, and emotional fatigue. When every day feels the same, waking up, going to work or school, completing tasks, and returning home, life can start to feel meaningless, even if all responsibilities are being met. Monotony can make it hard to feel excitement, creativity, or joy, and over time, it can affect mental health by increasing stress, irritability, or a sense of emptiness. People in monotonous routines may stop pursuing hobbies, avoid new experiences, and feel disconnected from themselves or others. Breaking this cycle requires intentional changes, such as trying new activities, setting small personal goals, exploring passions, or changing daily habits. Even minor changes can refresh perspective, boost motivation, and make life feel more fulfilling, helping to reduce the emotional drain caused by repetitive routines. External validation dependence happens when a person's sense of self-worth is tied to how others perceive or approve of them. Instead of feeling confident and content from within, they constantly seek praise, likes, attention, or acceptance to feel valuable. This creates a fragile sense of identity. When others approve, they feel good, but when ignored or criticized, they feel worthless. Over time, this constant need for validation can lead to anxiety, insecurity, and emotional exhaustion. People may start living to please others rather than being true to themselves, hiding their authentic thoughts and desires out of fear of judgment. The irony is that the more they chase approval, the emptier they feel, because real confidence can only come from self-acceptance, not external applause. True freedom begins when one learns to value their inner voice above the noise of the world, realizing that self-worth isn't something others can give, it's something we must build from within. A lack of gratitude and mindfulness often makes life feel dull, empty, and unsatisfying, even when everything seems fine on the surface. When a person stops noticing the small blessings around them, the warmth of the sun, a friend's care, a moment of peace, their mind starts focusing only on what's missing, not what's already there. This mindset quietly drains happiness and replaces it with constant dissatisfaction. They begin chasing more success, love, or validation, hoping it will fill the void, but it never does, because the real problem isn't outside, it's the absence of awareness within. Without mindfulness, life becomes a blur of unappreciated moments, and without gratitude, even abundance feels like nothing. But when one slows down, breathes, and starts recognizing the quiet beauty in ordinary things, something shifts, the heart softens, the mind calms, and that emptiness slowly begins to heal, turning into a deep sense of peace and connection. When someone neglects their physical health and lifestyle, it doesn't just affect their body, it slowly breaks their spirit. Skipping meals, sleeping late, avoiding exercise, or drowning in unhealthy habits might seem harmless at first, but over time it drains both energy and willpower. The body becomes weak, and with it the mind starts losing clarity and strength. People who stop caring for themselves often do so because they've lost motivation, hope, or self-worth, and that neglect becomes a silent reflection of their inner pain. They begin to feel trapped in a tired body, carrying a heavy heart that doesn't have the strength to fight anymore. But the truth is, healing often begins with small acts of self-care, a morning walk, a good meal, a full night's rest. When we treat our body like something that matters, the soul slowly starts believing it matters too. And that simple shift can reignite a person's will to live, grow and love life again. And one more thing, feeling empty isn't a weakness. It's a silent cry from your soul, asking you to reconnect with yourself